They are indirectly showing that apology. You understand? Indirectly that we are sorry for leveling this false truth against you. Today, finally, Nigeria has fallen again. The Iroko has fallen again. The Goliath has fallen again. And David has cut off the head of the Goliath. Yes, Nigeria has failed to provide a concrete evidence to defend their false allegation against my humble PM, Simon Ekpa. And today, currently, as I'm talking to you, because the AGF, Attorney General of the Federation, who endorsed the signature against my PM, coupled with the president himself, documented, like I was saying. Now, all of them has finally, including Pitamba of Enugu State, who said that he's going to provide 50 evidence against his brother. And finally, and Simon Ekpa is calling on them, come with your evidence, come with your 50, come with your 40, come with your 30, come with your 60 and your 100. For if you come with 50, I will use 1 million against 50. If you come with 100, I will use 2.5 million. Then if you come to 1 million, that means I have over 1 trillion evidence against Nigeria. And this is what he have been calling them for that. You know, before now, he said that he would like to have a debate with Nigeria. I get it. Before now, he promised to have a debate with Nigeria. And now, the time has come, and the time has calling Nigeria for that debate, and Nigeria is running away. And as I'm talking to you now, the finish land has finally come to compensate Simon Ekpa. Because they themselves,
are you feeling it?
They themselves have given Nigeria an opportunity, both the president, the AGF, and Pitamba, the governor of Enugu State, and the rest, and the what have you, to come up with that evidence to defend what you have accused him of. And they have failed. They did not have any. Funny enough, I was shocked hearing from the AGF, Attorney General of the Federation, withdrawing, denying the allegation of terrorism charge against Simon Ekpa was no longer true. They are now withdrawing from it. What a shame. What a disappointment. What a failure. You see the incompetency of Nigeria. Do you see how far they could go to level false allegation against somebody? Even not for the fact that this man took it so far like this.
You are saying they lay false accusation.
Yes.
But CDS Musa, the chief minister, said he was one that gave Finland gave them proof that Simon Ekpa was causing mayhem in Southeast.
Then he gave them a false proof and a false proof.
But he said, no,
and then now, okay, what happened? If it is
no, wait, if he says it's a false proof, if he says it's a false proof,
yes.
So how did Finland not buy into the false proof?
They did not buy to it.
Yes, okay. So why didn't Ekpa now
being suspended from social media?
Social media, at the same time, we're no longer seen in public.
Yes, because Finland is a country that value the image of their citizen and the right of their citizen. Finland is a country that don't want any dent from anybody. So they suspended it in order to verify the case file being presented, just as you said that the Christopher Musa have said. They want to verify it because based on the position of Musa in a country called Nigeria, are you getting it? So such case needed to be verified concretely before any other thing will be carried out. That was why they suspended Simon Ekpa on social media calls, videos, and whatsoever appearances publicly. Are you getting? So that they will have their time after the interrogation and to investigate and to make their concrete findings, and which they have done. You understand me? Then I want to ask you, between Musa and AGF, who have more mouth and upper hand in the country? I'm asking you. It is the AGF, Attorney General of the Federation.
Both of them, they have their own responsibilities.
But Attorney General of the Federation have the higher power.
I don't think so.
Yes.
I don't think so.
It's,
Chief of Defense.
that is, yes. The AGF, do you know what it means? AGF of a federation? The Attorney General of a federation? Do you know, the whole federation.
So
Do you know what that means? How many are there? Do we have to?
It's the same.
No. Do we have to?
Can I come in? Can I join in? Yes. Hello, sir. So we have two positions in law in the legal profession when it comes to government. We have Attorney General. Okay, sorry. We have two important positions in the law office of a nation. This is state local government.
Whatsoever.
We have the Attorney General. That's the career law officer of the state. Minister of Justice is a political appointee in charge of the ministry, law ministry,
Yes.
on behalf of the president or governor or the government chairman. If you have it at the government chairman. The Attorney General is a career civil servant, head of the Ministry of Justice or Ministry of Justice, whatever you call it, that law that has to do with everything called law in the federation. So everybody's on that. When it comes to the career civil servants in the ministry, it's a civil servant. It's the highest officer of the Ministry of Justice. It's number one law officer of the Ministry of Justice. That's
of the country.
As a general. But the Minister of Justice is a political appointee appointed over him by the government that came to power. So political Minister of Justice has power over him. Is the one that is like the Minister of Works. It's the permanent secretary of Ministry of Work, Minister of Education, and permanent secretary Minister of Education. Permanent secretary of Minister of Education is the head of the civil servants in Ministry of Education. But the commissioner.
Inside the two of them, who is higher?
Minister of Justice now is higher than Minister of Justice. Is not Attorney General of the Federation. Attorney General of the Federation is the highest civil servant, career civil servant in the ministry.
Chief of Staff.
That is a military.
That's
a military.
That one has some boss to Minister of Defense. He has Minister of Defense over him, over his ministry too now.
Under his military.
His own ministry. He has the Minister of Defense. That's his own boss. That's his own boss. But when you call Minister of Justice, Attorney General is the permanent secretary. He's also called permanent secretary of Minister of Justice, but only because of the nature of his own profession, they have a particular name by which they are called Attorney General. But it's a permanent secretary of Minister of Justice, but also called Attorney General. Other ministers don't call them Attorney General because it's not a law profession. A Minister of Health, that's the person who is the highest career civil servant in Minister of Health. Maybe a doctor, maybe a pharmacist, maybe health. They have any profession. Only law is only one profession. So, but the Minister of Justice is the head. Just like Chief of Defense Staff is the head of all military in Nigeria. Is higher than Chief of Army Staff. Is higher than Chief of Naval Staff. Is higher than Chief of Air Staff. Each of them are 3-star generals. He is only
we are running democracy.
He's only one.
Democracy.
Chief of Defense Staff is the only one that's 4-star general. Just like the US called Joint Chief of Staff. Chief of Defense Staff is the only one. Is the only military officer that's 4-star general. The rest of them are lieutenant general, 3 stars. The GOCs are 2 stars, major generals. So you should know how this thing follows. Chief of Army Staff is a lieutenant general. It's not a full-time general. 3-star general. Chief of Air Staff is a lieutenant general.
Yes.
Chief of Air Staff, 3-star. Yes. No. Chief of Naval Staff, it's also lieutenant. It's not a full general.
Yes.
The Chief of Defense Staff is the overall of all of them. His own as his 4-star general. They all report to him. He's the head of the whole
That's
military.
military.
That's,
We are running democracy.
But the Minister of Defense, you know, they are all under, all of them are under Minister of Defense. In all of them, then there will be a permanent secretary of that Minister of Defense, highest civil servant, career civil servant, highest in the Ministry of Defense. Then there will not be a political appointee Minister of Justice over them, on behalf of government. So Minister is the head of all, is the political appointed, is the political head of all the ministry. But each of them have permanent secretary, which is the overall head of this career civil servant of the ministry. That's the light I want to throw to each of it.
Thank you.
So as I was saying before he come up, and I love for the benefit of those who do not know much on this. So them now Nigeria has completely proven to the world that yes, it's a way of saying sorry. Are you getting it? They are indirectly showing that apology. You understand? Indirectly that we are sorry for leveling this false truth against you. Because they never believe that which they have leveled against or said against in court terrorism, they don't know the gravity of that word.
But sorry, we've read.
They don't understand. Nigeria did not understand it.
But read that Nigeria withdrew the charge against terrorism, and later said it was him using social media to incite mayhem in the south.
Let me tell you. Let me explain. Let me explain to you. Let me explain to you. My brother background said Nigeria is confused. Yes, in a way, he could be right. And that's his own contribution of opinion. Now listen to this. When you go to ICC simply means International Criminal Court. Like I said before, Nigeria did not understand the gravity, the weight of that word, terrorist. Remember that ICC is championing by Mongolo with who? With another country, India, mainly. You understand? And remember that the president of India, if I'm not mistaken, visited Nigeria here with Mr. President of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They discussed at length, I believe, on this visitation, that Nigeria now come to understand the gravity of that allegation called terrorists. You understand me? Terrorism charge, the implication. You see why they quickly withdraw it. You understand? Because they don't know before. They thought that it is a normal game they play in Africa here, using money and oil to bribe their way. They believe that they will use it all over the world. Now they have come to realize the implication that if they go with it, Nigeria will be messed up completely. So they are trying to save their head internationally. You see why they wrote back to ICC, to international bodies, withdrawing their allegation of terrorism. Allegedly. Okay, whichever way you like, you can put it.
Okay, but do you think that if
it was included in their letter?
But do you think that if Nigeria don't come out to defend or defend themselves as regards or send facts to the ICC or ICC or Finland, do you think that the Finnish government will now later free Ekpa?
Simon Ekpa, to start with, is a free man already. Even before now, he has been a free man. Then let me tell you this. Nigeria, like I said, they did not understand. Now they have been enlightened a little bit. They withdraw it. They are scared. Because they have come to see, to realize the implication, what it will tell on Nigeria, and what may likely come up by Simon Ekpa, because he will not allow Nigeria to scot free. Nigeria must not scot free, and they will never go free for that false accusation. Are you getting it? Do you know what that means? You are damaging the face and the image of the young man in the international. You are spoiling his name and his political career in the Finnish land. You understand me? So you are concluding. You know, in fact, you damn him to nothing. That is why he is pushing it, that Nigeria must appear and defend it, because when you have an evidence of something, you should be able to defend it. Why are they running away? Why are they withdrawing from it? Why? So they shouldn't have, in the first place, if they know they will not go there to defend it, they shouldn't have in the first place forward it or write to them or give such allegation against our PM. Like I said, the reason a man agitating, that is the leader of the mighty Allah, Badejo. I believe that this Badejo himself was the one that sponsored men with arms, that was formerly arrested, is that not so, and later be released before he is now arrested for the second time. Now hear this, my brother, and they are agitating for his freedom. They are agitating for his freedom. Somebody that Federal Republic of Nigeria did not permit for arms, and they illegally sponsor arms, and Nigeria saw it, and they are fighting for his release. And somebody has been in detention who did not commit anything, any crime. He never committed any offense. He did not hold Paco, not to talk of gun. Now you detain him, you accuse him of being a terrorist. But the original terrorist, the one that you have seen, the one you saw, you witnessed, you are talking about freeing him. But you don't want to free a freedom fighter, an agitator, who only speak with a mouth, who never carried any arms. Is that, look at the country we are in. Is it, for how long shall we continue in all this? And you are telling me that Nigeria go better. You are telling me there is a way moving forward. How can Nigeria move forward with this kind of system? With this kind of mentality, with this kind of reasoning? With this kind of sentimental judgment and justice? Look at the injustice against nnamdikanu. But how long has this man been in detention that the Fulanis are protesting? And that is the system of Nigeria. Because the other one is an Igbo man, this one is the one that believes as Nigeria. So let's free our brother, our own person, being in Nigeria. Let the Biafra remain there. But let me tell you all this. It doesn't matter, it's just a question of time. It doesn't matter how long you turn the truth or you twist the truth. One day the truth will stand firm. And you cannot be able again to twist it again. And I use this, glory be to God, of what is going to happen by the special grace of God. I pray that it shall come to pass coming 2025 in ICC. Where everybody, both to Nigeria will go, the Biafrans will go, our men will appear, everybody with his integrity, everybody with his mentality, everybody with his evidence to defend themselves. And I learned that now your AGF is running away from the terrorism allegation leveled against our PM. Make it never run, it never reach, because you no go run and they no go escape am. And that's just it.
They said this is someone that was sponsoring buying arms for his people.
Killing people now.
Killing people.
Yes.
And now you are summoning the CDS, Musa, you know, the chief of defense staff.
Yes, now.
Chief of army staff.
Christopher Musa.
And the
Olude whatsoever.
Olude. You are summoning them for what? For the release.
Freedom, for the release
of Badejo.
They
say the Badejo is being held. That's according to they say according to the House of Reps, they say Badejo is being held, you know, illegal.
How? What makes it illegally? Did the Federal Republic of Nigeria approve arms for him? I want to know. Did they no? Did they give him? If it is illegal, that means they approved gun, and there is a constitution, probably in Sharia law, probably in Sharia law, because I don't think in Nigeria, in our constitution, that a private entity or such kind of person is entitled to handle gun, to handle arms, while it's not a military personnel. You understand me? Or in any force in Nigeria. So if their law, Sharia approved that, and let me tell you, in Nigeria we do not recognize Sharia law. Yes, under our constitution, maybe that is the Northern constitution. You understand me? It is not the Nigerian constitution. Maybe in their own constitution they approve it. But they shouldn't use what that is approved in their own constitution and bring it to practice it in our own constitution, because it's against the law. And Nigeria, Federal Republic of Nigeria, are not acting. They are now trying to agree on the pricing of the Fulanis, because this one is their member. Pressing for the release of this man, handling gun illegal. But they are not pressing any truth, any atom of truth, to free somebody like the man said nnamdikanu, because he came from the east, because he's a Biafran, because he's an igbo man. That was why he must be detained. Why a man with a full of crime, terrorism, should be free. You know, this thing come to what the Bible have already stated. The Bible said that when they carried Jesus Christ before the Pontius Pilate for judgment, when he asked the people, do you know what the people say? Should I leave the Barabbas, the criminal, and detain Jesus, or should I free Jesus and detain Barabbas? The people, they shouted, they say, free Barabbas for us, and detain the innocent man. That is what is playing in Nigeria today. Free Bade, the mighty Allah agitator, the terrorist, the criminal, free him. Why the innocent man, nnamdikanu, the one fighting for his right, civic right, innocent man, should be detained? I'm not surprised. That's why whenever I talk, I like balancing it, bringing it in the angle of the scripture. You understand me? So I'm not just speaking out of the scripture. I'm speaking in the side of the scripture. You understand me? On this note, I stand to tell the federal government to stop all these wrongdoings that they are doing. Let the sitting incumbent government to do the right thing, do the needful. Let them stop supporting evil. Let them stop promoting evil in our society, in the country called Nigeria. That is another question, and it's a good opinion coming out. You understand? Let Mr. Soludo, Peter Mba answer this question, because you people that are calling for the extradition of Simon Ekpa, that is the brain behind the insecurity in the southeast, and now you people have lobby, let me use the word lobby, with Finland to do what? To detain, according to Nigerian Network News. You understand? Now, he have been detained, yet the insecurity did not stop. That means you people have accused this man. That means the insecurity in the southeast was not as a result of Simon Ekpa agitating for the freedom of his brothers and sisters. Not because he has refused to collect bribe from Nigeria to become #1 richest in Africa. Are you getting it? Now, that is why they accused him forcefully. That is why Nigeria took the step that they take to make sure that they stop our PM. But to look at what is happening today, stopping the PM, insecurity continue. All the imposed governors of Southeast that have accused the PM, you people should join the Federal Republic of Nigeria too, to go and face it in the ICC to defend it. Because the ICC is waiting for you and our PM is waiting, fully prepared, waiting for you people. Because I believe if PM, based on their own statement, should stop, that there will be peace in the Southeast. But getting to a month to now, according to Nigerian network, he has been detained. Yet, what is happening is still happening. That means they forge the allegation against our Prime Minister, and Nigeria must apologize. They must come publicly apologize to our PM. They must come publicly and ask for forgiveness. Both those 50 evidence governors, like Mbad have said, all those 50 evidence, they should come with it with apology. Over 50% of apology are approved. Are you getting it? Yes. So they believe that Simon Ekpa should be detained, peace will come. Now he has been detained, there was no peace. Rather, the insecurity increases more. Do you hear me? I say insecurity multiply in the Southeast. So the governors, the people accusing Simon Ekpa should be held responsible for the insecurity in the Southeast, even with what Soludo have already said. And let me tell you, my people, my Biafrans, don't panic. Our PM is not in detention. Nigeria is just flying with the fake news because they don't have access to his network any longer. Neither did they have any access to his freedom. Sahara report that I've never traveled to Finland is now telling you that our PM is in the worst prison yard. Somebody that I've never traveled, did he know road? Did he know Finland before? If not for Simon Ekpa. Did he know road? He didn't know road. The only place he can visit, which he has visited, you know, they pass UK now. That is the bus stop of the Westerners. That is their bus stop, and that have been their bus. Look at the bottommost. Is it not from the UK tackling Nigeria? And they say the Northerners say they should bring her back to Nigeria. That is their last bus stop. Now they don't go beyond that. You understand me? So all these things, the Southeast governors, now you people should withdraw all this unconducted and impurity of allegation that you people are using against your brothers.